In this problem, we're being asked to reflect this figure here, it looks like a parallelogram, across the y-axis. So our line of reflection is going to be the y-axis here. And then we are going to have to answer some questions about that reflection. So let's go ahead and do this reflection first. When you reflect something across the y-axis, a shape like this, a polygon, you can just take the endpoints, those 4 points, and reflect those, and then connect the dots when you're done. And reflecting these, the y coordinates are not going to change. So if I'm going to reflect this point, it's going to stay on this line on the y coordinate at 7 here. And then it's going to be just as many spaces away from the y-axis on the other side as it is from this side. So here I've got 1, 2 spaces, so I count 1, 2, and there's my reflected point. Let's do the same thing with this one. This is at -8, so it's going to go to +8 on this line here. And then this one's at -2, so it's going to go to 2. And then this one is at -8, but down here. Okay, so once we've got the points reflected, we can just connect them. And there is our reflected figure. Now let's take a look at these questions. The first one says the final side lengths are the same as the original side lengths. True or false? Well, that's going to be true because really when you reflect a figure, the shape is going to stay the same, including all the side lengths. You can just look at a couple here if you want to. This side length is 2, this side length is 2. Those are corresponding sides. This side length is 2, this side length is 2. So the side lengths are staying the same. So that's true. The next one says the final angle measures are the same as the original angle measures. And you could get out a protractor and measure these if you wanted to, but that's going to be true as well. Nothing about the shape changes. So these shapes are going to be the same. And then the next one says, if 2 sides are parallel in the original figure, then those sides are parallel in the final figure. Well, let's see. Here's a side that's parallel to that side. So is this side parallel to that side? And yeah, it is. So that holds, and that just goes along with the fact that nothing about the shape is going to change. And the last one says the original figure and the final figure may not be congruent. Well, that's false. The shape stays the same, the size stays the same, so the figures then are congruent. So that's a little work with the properties of reflected figures.